Hey everybody, Mac here, and we are multiplying rational expressions, which means we are multiplying fractions, okay? And I started with multiplying, and I'm going to dividing because those are a little bit easier than adding and subtracting, but we will do those later. So all these can be found at maxtutorials.com, and I am doing these in a sequence. So sometimes when I do an A, B, C, they're all the same. Just look at whatever ones you want for extra practice. Not here. On this one, they all get harder. So if you haven't looked at A and B, look at A and B first before doing version C. Okay, because these are going to progressively get harder. And I'm going to kind of talk in this one, assuming you've looked at A and B. All right, number one, I'm going to blow this up. First thing you're going to do is you're going to see what factoring you can do. X squared minus 16, well, that's a difference of two squares. That is an x plus 4 and an x minus 4. This, third term positive, signs are the same. Take the sign of the middle. What multiplies to 16 and adds to 8? Well, that's 4. Well, these are both minus 4s. Now, you can't do this. You're not allowed to just like cancel out the x's, okay? Because you're only allowed to cancel out factors. Factors are things that are being multiplied. Now, this entire parenthesis is a factor. The entire parenthesis is a factor. The entire numerator, all of it is a factor. So is that, so is that, so is that. So I really have 6 factors now because all these, parentheses are being multiplied. So what I can do now is just look at all the factors and see if the entire things cancel out. I have an x plus 4 up here. He cancels out with that x plus 4. I have an x minus 4 here, which will cancel out with that. I have an x minus 4 here, which will cancel out with that. And my answer is 1. If everybody on top cancels with everything on bottom, that's a 1. It's like having 5 over 5. Okay, when you have the same thing on top, it's the same thing on bottom. The answer is just 1. All right, let's do it. It looks like they've set up a pattern right here, but we're just going to do them a few times so we can feel comfortable, and then they're going to mix it up, I hope. Okay, or else this will be silly to do the exact same type of problems over and over. This is going to be third term positive, signs are the same. Take the sign in the middle, a 5 and a 5. Cancel out x plus 5, x plus 5, x minus 5, x minus 5, x minus 5, x minus 5. My answer is 1 again. Oh, where's my answer key? How many 1s do I have here? Oh, well, hey, that is just great. Okay, sorry, it would have been nice to have some more variety. But we're going to do these just to make sure you see them, okay? Here we go. Parentheses, that's the difference of two squares. So that's going to be an x plus 6 and an x minus 6. This right here is actually what we call a trinomial square. When we did completing the square back in quadratics, we did these a lot. So that's just going to be x minus 6, quantity squared. But I like writing them out twice because it makes it a little bit easier when we do this phase right here. Okay, and I'm just looking for matches. They all match up, and my answer is 1. Let's keep going. 4 on top, that's a difference of two squares. So that's going to be an x plus 7 and an x minus 7. And down below, again, a trinomial square. And the way I notice these is I can take a look at 49, and I know that's a perfect square, which is 7. And I know that 7 doubled is 14. Well, that just means I'm going to have the same signs, and they're both going to be the 7s. Okay? And if that was a plus 14, it would be plus plus. Here we go. Plus 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. My answer is 1. Going on to number 5, okay? Again, we have difference of two squares, which is going to be an x plus 8 and an x minus 8. And down here, we're going to get x minus 8 quantity squared, but I still think it's better to write it out like that. And I'm going to get a plus 8, a plus 8, a minus 8, a minus 8, a minus 8, a minus 8, and it's all going to equal 1. Let's go on to number 6. That's going to be an x plus 9 and an x minus 9. And this is going to be an x minus 9 quantity squared, but I'm going to write it out twice. Whoops, I said the word twice, so I just wrote a 9 there. Whoops. Okay, so that's what those factor out to. I'm going to get an x plus 9, an x plus 9, an x minus 9, an x minus 9, an x minus 9, and an x minus 9. I apologize for the lack of variety, everybody, but we're getting to learn these. Now, we have a little variety here because these are done a little bit differently. Now, this is not a trinomial. This is what's the same, what's left over. So here I can pull out an x. And what's left over? An x plus 5. And what is this? That's the difference of two squares, which is x plus 5, x minus 5. Now watch this. X minus 5, x minus 5. Look at this, x and x. And an x plus 5, x plus 5. Everybody canceled out, and my answer is 1. But the factoring was a little bit different. 8. I can pull out an x, and I'm going to be left with x plus 7. Down below here, I can go x plus 7 and an x minus 7. Okay, and that's going to equal, x is gone. X plus 7, x plus 7. X minus 7, x minus 7. Answer is 1. Number 9, I can pull out an x. What's left over? X plus 9. Down below, difference of two squares. X plus 9, x minus 9. Okay, now look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And that's going to be my 1. This is just, do you know how to factor or do you not know how to factor? Okay, I think we still got a few more of these 1s in here. That's okay. Let's keep doing them. Okay, if you get a little bit ahead of me, that's great. Just go on ahead and catch me if something didn't work out for you. X plus 4. This is just going to be an x plus 4 and an x minus 4. Now, let's look at it. X minus 4, x minus 4, x plus 4, x plus 4, x. They all go away to a 1. Number 11, I can pull out what from the top? I can pull out an x. What's left over? X plus 3. I have a difference of squares on the bottom. That's an x plus 3 and then x minus 3. Now when I cancel, I'm not looking at these anymore because I've now factored them. And now I'm going to get an x minus 3, an x minus 3, an x plus 3, an x plus 3, an x, and I'm going to get a 1. There you go. Number 12, I can pull out an x. Okay, and then what's left over? This is going to be an x plus 6, and this is going to be difference of two squares. That's an x plus 6 and an x minus 6, which gives me boom, 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 and that's a flat out 1. Okay, 13 looks a little different. Yay, I was hoping for different. All right, let's look at these. Third term is a negative. That means my signs are different. I'm looking for numbers that multiply to 12 and subtract to 4. Well, that would be 6 and 2. Okay, the bigger one gets the sign of the middle, so the 6 goes with the minus and the 2 goes with the plus. I did all this in the factoring section. And just to double check, what's a negative 2 times positive 2? A negative 12. And what's a negative 6 plus a positive 2? A negative 4. See, if you had the signs different, you would have got a plus 4, and that would be wrong. So, again, I'm going to assume you know that because that was in an earlier section. But if this factoring is a little weird to you, go back to the factoring section at maxtutorials.com, and you will learn how to do that. X plus 3, x plus 3. X minus 6, x minus 6. Nothing else to cancel out, so I'm going to be left with an x plus 2 over an x minus 3. Now question, can I cancel out the x's? I can't because they're attached to the plus and minus. They're not factors. Okay, so we can't do that. How about number 14? All right, third term negative. Signs are going to be different. What multiplies to 18 subtracts to 7. That would be a 9 and a 2. The bigger one gets the sign of the middle, so the 9 goes with the minus, the 2 goes with the plus. That becomes an x plus 2, x minus 2. All right, let's do this. That's an x plus 2 and an x plus 2. That's an x minus 9 and an x minus 9. What's left over? X plus 2 over x minus 2. Done. Okay, and you can't cancel out the 2's or the x's. You just leave it. That's your final answer. Number 15. All righty. Third term is positive. Signs are the same. Take the sign of the middle number. The factors of 15 are going to add to 8. That's going to be a 5 and a 3. This one, I have an x plus 5 and an x minus 5. Boom, boom. What's left over? X minus 3, x minus 3. X plus 5, x plus 5. Ooh, wait. Did I do this right? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I did. X minus 5, x minus 5. My answer is 1. Is that what they had? I think they did have something different when I was looking at this. They have x plus 5 over x minus 5. Did Mac make a mistake? let's see. This would be a -5 minus 3. That should be a +5 and a -5. I think the answer key is wrong. X minus 5, X minus 3, and an X plus 5. This is an X plus 5, an X minus 5, and an X minus 3. Minus 3, minus 3. Minus 5, minus 5. Plus 5, plus 5. I'm right. Answer key's wrong. Okay, number 16. Here we go. Apologize for that. So I have my two parentheses, third term positive, so my signs are going to be the same, and I'm going to take the sign of the middle number. Factors of the third will add to the middle, which is going to be 8 and 3. This is going to be an X plus 4 and an X minus 4. All right, go to it. I have an X plus 4 up here. I have an X plus 4 down there. I have an X minus 3 down here. I have an X minus 3 up there. This is all I have left. X minus 8 over X minus 4. Can I reduce that 8 and the 4? Nope, because they're attached to a minus sign. They're not factors, okay? They're not being times, so I can't cancel them. Number 17. Third term positive. Signs are the same. Take the sign of the middle number. Multiply to 40. Add the 13. That would be an 8 and a 5. Okay, and this is a difference of two squares. So it's X plus 5, X minus 5. Okay, now watch this. Boom, 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 boom. This is another one. That's going to be a 1. Whatever the answer key says, it's a 1. And this last one right here, to factor this out correctly, X and an X, third term is positive, signs are the same. Take the sign in the middle. What multiplies to 20 and adds to 9, that would be a 5 and a 4. Okay, this one right here, difference of two squares, that's an X plus 6 and an X minus 6. All right, let's go to it. X minus 5, X minus 5, X plus 6, X plus 6. What's left over? X minus 4 over an X minus 6. They're being added or subtracted, so I can't do anything, and that's my answer. All right, sorry about those kind of weird ones in the answer key. I'm going to make a note of this for me to go fix that. So that would be number 17 was wrong. What else was wrong? 15 was wrong. And I'll go look at these and fix these later. So you won't even notice because I probably would have fixed them on the worksheet. All right, anyways, great job, guys. There's one, division is very similar to this. There's just one trick you need to know, and then it'll just be like more practice of multiplying, okay? Adding and subtracting, that is a little bit harder though. So I'll go through all these sections, and you guys will be a pro. Take care.